Hello and welcome. This is my recording session for Deadly Premonition. Now, I actually started recording for this about 2 weeks ago, but I've been having so many problems. Like the game crashes, sound bugs, controller issues. I don't even think I've managed to fix it all, to be honest. I've had to download something called Durant's patch. If you've ever played Dark Souls 1 on the PC, you'll most likely have heard of him. He's just this third-party modder, and he issued various unofficial patches for games like Dark Souls and this. Now, I have played a little bit of this game, and I've seen videos of it. And from what I know, this is essentially Twin Peaks, the video game, with a very eccentric FBI agent from the very high-tech urban areas of America, whereas he goes to this very rural place. In this game it's called Greenvale, and oh dear, the boys are very shocked. Okay, so I know the reasons for why the FBI agent here as well is also very similar to Twin Peaks. It's about a murder investigation, in fact. If you've never watched the TV show Twin Peaks, I do very highly recommend it. It's really awesome. Very bizarre though, quite surreal. Well, it's made by David Lynch, so what do you expect? But some of the surreal moments don't even make all that much sense. This young lady is the reason why we're here in Greenvale. Looks like she's been crying. I wonder how she died. There's not a mark on her. Oh, there's that. Fuck me, dude fucked her up. So, how did he get the branches wrapped all around her? Like, that must have been a bollock and a half, like getting them all to, without getting them to snap. Oh, those poor kids. I forgot what those kids' names are. It's Isaac and Ezekiel or something like that. Why did it take him that long to look up? Anna. Is that Anna Graham? Is that her name? Oh, it's like the ending from Snake Eater when it goes over the boss's body. Fuck me. Well, so you can tell this is going to be quite a serious game. I don't know, although there are serious moments, there are some very comic relief scenes as well, which is also matches with the TV show. And so with the surreal moments, I do remember one moment in particular. There's this woman and she gets a knock on the head and falls into a coma. A few weeks later or so, she wakes up and she exhibits godlike physical powers. Like, imagine someone who can lift the car up with a single finger and be like, no problem, got another. And season 2 sometimes it shits on itself a bit. I remember there's a really boring moments involving who owns a lumber mill. It's like, I'll get to the weird things already. I'm guessing that's Anna's mother. There's no lip syncing on her. So is that a sister maybe? Or just a friend? Okay, so I think this woman, I think this is Diana. I think, is she some sort of brothel owner? or some sort of strip club owner. Oh god, well if she is, she's raking in the dough. Oh, and there's Thomas. I know all about that young man. So does she from the look of it. So, wait, what's the police officer doing behind the bar? Directed by Sweary. Oh dear. Yeah, I remember Sweary. I don't know what his real name is, but he always calls himself Sweary, and it's always in capital letters for some reason. It reminds me a bit, a more light-hearted version of, what was the guy that did Killer 7? He also did Shadows of the Damned. I forgot what his name was. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look at the sound, see if I can change. No, I can't. I can't say I change the sound. I can change the volume, but not some settings, like where sound comes from. The reason I say that is because there's a really horrible bug when this game first came out, and it stopped me playing because it is horrible. It is a constant loud noise. We're going to start again all the way from chapter 0, the prologue. You can see I've already played an hour because I did record footage for this, but this was before I had this lovely little pop filter, and so everything was all a bit spiky at times. I haven't watched that intro before though. That was new. Normally I just skip that and just went straight to the new game. So 2 young lads. Okay, this gentleman here is Francis York Morgan, and Zach is his imaginary friend. So the clocks are turning backwards. Similar to the game Hector, which I still need to complete that. The only reason I haven't been recording recently is because I can only do it when I'm the only one in the house, because otherwise you can just hear lots of background noises. So there's a few dolls here, all of the same person, of this fat man, and I do know he has quite a strong role much later on, but I think we can ignore him for the time being.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
Oh my god, I love the acting on those kids.
It's about time to get started.
You have not played Deadly Premonition until you have heard it in the voice of Alcor.
Zach.
Oh,
Zach,
okay.
can you hear me?
Okay, so York's speaking to us, the player, now, because whenever he asks Zach's questions, sometimes we can respond.
Could you respond?
And here's one example. Answer.
Good.
I don't know what happens if you don't answer that.
Zach, don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach?
Okay, so he said the crime took place in the country, so people like Anna have been, people have been dying the same way as Anna then, like being completely carved open,
Sure, that's one way
probably
of looking at it.
attached to trees.
It's totally wrong.
Who the fuck drives that dangerously? Oh my
Listen,
god.
they both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it.
Smoking is on his laptop,
Yeah, I know.
it's
He
on the
does terrible
phone.
things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that.
Spoiler alert, he crashes the car, no fucking wonder.
Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello?
Oh, dear. Who is he even talking to?
Hello?
And not only driving whilst with all these
Can't
distractions,
get me a satellite phone.
it's fucking thunderstorm, you can't even see where he's going.
These puppy
puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again. Well, I'll be a happy camper, even if it ends up being a waste of time. At the very least, it'll get me out of the cramped city for a while. Right, Zach? The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into your nails?
Ooh, Catwoman.
Crazy. Just crazy. Well, at least I now have a scar to show off. See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach?
Yeah, bitches be cray, mate. But at least I don't drive this dangerously. And the car immediately goes on two wheels. Really, I'm not even surprised to crash the car, I'm just disappointed. Okay, I don't know where Swery got those royalty-free squirrel sound effects from. So, in real life, like the tree that thick, what would really happen? I would have thought that the tree would have stayed in one place and the car would have been completely smashed up, instead of the car having enough force to actually destroy a tree. Because it doesn't even take it off the roots, it completely breaks it in half. I wonder if he's even realised that he's just set the forest on fire. So yeah, you want to get out of there before the car explodes, you know, petrol. And yeah, let's casually change your uniform, have another smoke, have another talk on the phone about Tom and Jerry. Have a whiz.
Zach, there
And then
goes the civilized world.
And then go out the forest. Okay, here we are. Flashlight on and off. So, the flashlight doesn't actually exist. It's his left nipple. See, there is no flashlight. So it's got the world's most extravagant piercing. So, yeah, look at that. Fuck me. Because the roots have stayed in place, but the tree itself... Bloody hell. Okay, how do I run? Ah, there we are. Okay, those little badges give you something called Agent Honor. I'm not actually sure what Agent Honor is for though, because you have Honor, and I think you have cash as well. I'm going to toolbox this. This game's quite weird because you can get tired, and you can also get thirsty. I mean, not thirsty. You have hunger. Okay, I'm going to ignore the toolbox because I don't think there's anything in there, and let's just go through. Oh, okay. So, Agent Honor is the item, and it gives you money. It doesn't give you honor. Bandage. Okay. I know what sort of enemies are in this game, and little tiny bandages that go over your finger aren't gonna cut it. Yeah, that's it, York. We've got more destruction to do. You can't just be content that it crashed the car and destroyed the tree. Where did he get these sound effects from? Oh, okay, I can profile. So every time you get a clue, you can profile, and all of these pictures you are seeing are future events, and as you get more clues, the pictures become more clear.
Looks like we're being welcomed. Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
Okay, I'm going to turn around first, and... oh no, wrong way, that was where I started the game. My bad. I meant I wanted to go this way first. Okay, if you shoot this, I know it explodes. was when I was playing this game before, I unfortunately did it at melee range. I was thinking, oh, I wonder if it'll give me an item if I smash it. Boom! I can hear someone hacking away at a dog. Okay, so this is like a Resident Evil 4. You can't actually move while you're aiming. Fuck me. So it sounded like hacking, but none of the bones have been broken. So I wonder what he killed the dog with. What the? Let's have a look. Stay sharp, Zach. Yeah, because okay, the guy we meet uses an axe, but I don't know. I would have thought 'cause if he was cutting it open with an axe, at least the bones would have been a bit caved in. But no. Actually, where did the chunk of the dog actually go? I don't recall it seeing it there.